Heartland Season 19 is coming to an end with an episode that will finally force Amy to face the fear of losing her one true love once again. So, let's talk about it in detail. First of all, we need to talk about Episode 9 because ultimately events led us to that tragic end. The episode opened with Peter bringing Georgie home for a little while. Apparently, she was in town for a show. Not going to lie. Seeing her once again after all this time felt amazing. It was our Georgie after all. Everyone quickly learned that she and Quinn had broken up. And I have to admit, I am not surprised at all. Like, they are so young, so I am not shocked that they grew up evolving towards different directions. Georgie tried to play it cool at first, saying she was fine. She was the one who ended things. And it wasn't a big deal. However, the truth trickled out slowly when she settled into the dude ranch. First, Peter sat with her, then Katie wandered in. And eventually Georgie admitted that the whole situation was hurting her a lot more than she wanted to admit. Quinn wasn't handling the breakup well, and even though she kept trying to stay strong, it was clearly weighing on her, and the show is determined to turn Peter into a wise old man. As he had been listening to relationship podcasts, so he had apparently appointed himself the new expert on matters of the heart. He tried to guide Georgie through her feelings and gave Katie advice to like. Who could have guessed he would have ended up being the man everyone's seeking advice from? Meanwhile, while all of that was happening at the Dude Ranch, Lou and Jack were laser focused on catching the wrestlers. Last episode, they found tire tracks, so now they had a trail camera set up at the gate. Lou was proud that she could even monitor the footage from her phone. She also told Gracie everything, which was how we found out Price had cattle stolen. But the next morning, Lou discovered that the wrestlers had once again disabled the camera and taken even more animals. That was the breaking point. She and Jack decided to adjust the cameras so they were pointing at each other, eliminating any blind spot. But Jack, being Jack, still went out at night with his gun to keep watch. Lou eventually figured out what he was doing when she came outside to talk about how they were supposed to meet Garland and Crown's beef demands when their herd was shrinking by the day. The two of them ended up keeping watch together until Jack heard something. They ran toward the noise and caught someone cutting the fence, which was Wes, though Jack didn't recognize him right away. Then another guy knocked Jack out and the wrestlers took off. The one good thing was that Lou managed to get a license plate number. The officer who responded promised to confront the suspects, but he got called away almost instantly and refused to tell Jack who the plate belonged to. Luckily, Lisa's Pie had no trouble running plates, so by the end of the episode, Jack, Lou, and Nathan were riding out together to find the wrestlers themselves. Meanwhile, Amy was deep into her work with Gracie's horse. Gracie showed up to talk to Lou about the stolen cattle and spotted Amy training in the field. She wasn't thrilled about it, but Amy told her the horse had made real progress, and it would be a shame to stop now. Gracie insisted on helping, but it became clear fast that patience was not exactly her strong suit. She tried to halter the horse before Amy thought it was ready. Tension rose and Amy suggested they take a break. During all this, Gracie mentioned wanting to be a trainer when she was younger and how Marian had once mentored her. That grabbed Amy's attention. Later, with Lindy at her side, she started digging through Marian's old journals. Nathan came home from his competition and confirmed that yes, Marian had worked with Gracie, but he had been too young to remember the details. He also mentioned that Tanner wanted him to buy the island ranch. He was selling a detail that felt random, but probably meant something for future episodes after he left. Amy and Lindy went back through the journals, and Amy found something she did not expect. A story about Gracie losing her temper years ago and using a whip on a horse. When Gracie returned, Amy brought it up gently but directly. Gracie admitted it was true and said she had always believed Marian told everyone, and that was why she had felt judged and pushed away. But Amy told her that Marian actually wrote the opposite, that she never told a soul and instead blamed herself for not supporting Gracie better. Surprisingly, the truth was so sincere that it managed to break even someone like Gracie. Like, there is no one Amy cannot soften up. I am sure of it because Gracie almost took her horse and left. But Amy convinced her to stay, and together they started fresh. This time the training finally clicked, and for the first time Gracie let her guard down. Then there was the Dex, Katie, and River triangle where classic teenage emotions were bubbling over. And I know it is a bit cringe, but I also have to admit I enjoy their drama quite a bit. There is nothing like young people's drama to stir things up a bit. In this episode, Katie and River were supposed to be practicing their flag girls routine. But both River and Dex were distracted by their sudden interest in each other. Katie was absolutely not thrilled about it. And then Dex's old friend, the guy responsible for the accident that ended Dex's hockey career, showed up wanting to apologize. Dex wanted nothing to do with him later. The same guy showed up